our vanity, our tendency to imitate, our unconscious habit. Art's purpose is to cancel the operation of these in our lives. This is a quote by Marcel Proust, and I believe in these words. I think that art is art's one's attempt to keep life alive and create life as we go. Art exists to keep us out of numb life, a habitual life. In terms of this, art can be everything. I believe that conceptual art is art. I think the two main reasons why people don't consider them as art is because they're so different from what art was traditionally, like paintings and sculptures, and also because they're more focused on the explanation of the work rather than the work itself. But I believe that if an artwork arouses a question whether it's art or not, it served its purpose as art. If I showed you this, what would you think this is? Well, this is an artwork. This is a work by Damien Hirst, an iconic conceptual artist, and now it's located in the Metropolitan Museum in New York. When you first see this, you'll probably think, what the hell is this? It's a dead shark in this box. It's a real shark, by the way. And the title of this work is The Physical Impossibility of Death in the Mind of Someone Living. Now the work suddenly makes sense. When you don't know the title of the work does not make any sense. But when you hear the explanation, the work suddenly makes sense. Hirst tried to show death in his work as he did. People say conceptual art is only about talking, that it's a bluff and it's shallow. But it's an art that starts from a concept and transformed in a visual way. How can this be shallow? I think it's a very creative and an intellectual process. They also say even kids can do it. Well, if you look at this, which is called My Bed by Tracey Emin, I mean, like kids can do this. Yes, kids can do it, and I think everyone's an artist. But what makes conceptual art so great is that the value of the art idea. And another thing is that art evolves. Art evolved from these murals in the caves by, like people from thousands of years ago, and then to this by Da Vinci, and this by Van Gogh, and this by Andy Warhol. When they were first introduced, people were shocked, people hated them, and then they laughed at them. But they are now all accepted as art, and the creators of these are, thought as masters. And I think conceptual art will be accepted as art and will open a whole new perspective on what art is, and as I believe that's what the art's purpose is. I'd like to end this video with a quote by Gombrowicz. If you think about it, wouldn't everyone be slightly an artist? Humans don't create art on paper or canvas. Don't they rather create art in every second of life? When a girl puts her hair on her hair, puts a flower on her hair, and when a witty joke comes out of your mouth during a conversation, aren't these all art? For what do we need to distinguish between an artist and the rest so foolishly and ridiculously? Rather than proudly proclaiming yourself as an artist, wouldn't it be healthier to say, well, I guess I could say I do more art than others? I believe in these words. I think what art needs to be, in my opinion, is concentrated in this quote. Really, the borderline that forcefully separates artists and the rest should be gone. Thank you.